serious?
This is some serious.
All
Not
right.
much, but
Now?
yeah, you can see if you look out there.
Well, see, we all thought Jared was kidding
Well,
us.
until I walked out, there was snow in the road. Up on gut line, that's almost sticking, as you see it.
I can. I'll be darned. I'll be darned. You haven't lost your mind.
Call the news. Call the news.
Let's see if this makes a
I don't think it will, but
Just too
I
close to it. Back up.
want to try.
Oh, you look adorable.
Little more.
Hey, you
Up there.
really
You
Little
look
more,
like
little
Mrs.
more.
Santa Claus. Mrs. Santa Claus.
That's what I am today, Dad. How y'all doing?
Smell good.
Thank you.
Back up a little more. Right there.
Sometimes I mess up. Sometimes, not real often.
I know,
Try
I
not to do it too often.
I don't
Get used
either.
to
I
it.
don't dress much.
Back up a little bit.
It's like we
there.
went to
Swatch.
our company
No
Christmas parties,
substitute.
and I have a black sweater dress. It's kind of a cowl neck, very simple but very nice. And I wore that and black coats and black shoes, and makeup and all that, and everybody was just like,
It's
"You
bad.
look great. You look
Can't
beautiful.
hold it here too much.
God, you look so good," especially all the people.
Jared's
I work
Watch
with.
Christmas Day 1985.
1980.
Swatch.
So,
And remember, on this day, this tape will prove it. It is snowing outside. It is
Sure
snowing.
it is.
It's snowing.
It is?
A little bit.
Jared, will you go out and help me cut that holly?
Yeah.
Kenneth, will you take the ham and however much you think needs to be?
It's snowing.
You gonna cook the ham?
Well, I thought we. If you want to.
Is the
I've
most
been looking out there.
critical.
When did
It's
you get
easier to
here?
refracture it right now in the next 2 weeks than
Really?
seven. That's what he said.
Nice. I like that.
In the same place?
Got a red light flashing up here.
Mm-hmm. Means it's running.
He's taking the pictures.
That's the key.
We're
So
currently
do
turning-
something, don't just sit there.
Put on a show.
Moving picture. You're supposed to dance and
Steam
Hide
there.
behind Mark.
You first.
You have to be awful thin to hide behind me, Dad.
I'm thin.
It's like the Rogue Scout, it's waiting to be processed or something.
Hurry up. Just smile a little longer.
Look at it. It's so much
You could have it, I will get you one of it. You give the kid.
Evidence.
Get ready?
No, it's really not that one.
Sure not.
Oh, not really.
Black and white.
Yeah.
Here comes the other one.
Watch the birdie.
Here, that-
Oh.
Get right in the middle.
I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna. No, I'll just have to see what's
Have y'all had any pictures?
Just,
of it?
No.
freelance. I think I can quit where I am and they're gonna
When I
want.
started out just taking a picture of Daddy sitting at the
Are you
table,
drinking?
Daddy sitting in the living room. I mean, you know.
That's tea. That's tea. It is after 12, though, isn't it?
I don't start drinking till after 5.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's 5 in Bangkok, Dad.
Taking me off the roster, so to speak, I'm just doing freelance. Doing all the same thing I'm doing now, but for freelance rates. That way I can.
You had to pounce upon it.
Freelance jobs too.
That kid's been wanting to pounce on his Christmas gift
Since last
yesterday.
night.
Right.
He's like, all right, 1 minute after midnight, come on.
Well, let's just
Oh,
open
no.
one.
Yes.
And they wouldn't let you open one?
No, let me open one.
You open one.
Open one.
Well, I guess I should put it.
That's the one that was
Tore 'em
laid out
off.
you were telling me about?
What?
Your watch?
When's the girlfriend
A
brought
different
it?
one?
Oh, I'm ready.
What is it?
It was a basketball net.
New red, white, and blue one.
Little bitty basketball net.
Oh, well, but at some point.
That's
I
business.
just wish it wasn't
No,
involved.
bad.
My father.
Christmas, what can you say?
Yeah.
They don't give mobile home side as gifts to them.
No, not
You
really.
don't have Christmas set.
Free take one? No.
Buy one, take one.
Free gift wrapping purchase of 2.
No, not too much of that. No, we've already got 4 going in the next month. You know, before Christmas it was good, and I hope after New Year's it'll pick back up, you know, but
You got 4 boys.
when you get one a day or you go 2 days without anybody coming home, it's hard to be encouraged about business, but you know, you just gotta take it in context.
That's what you've been,
So you gotta sit around and do nothing,
That's hard to do. Because you look out there and see all these houses collecting interest every day, you know. But
right? No, just doing
Yeah.
It'll be 2
Well,
weeks.
there is, you know, there's always plenty of service calls to get taken care of. But
Oh.
it's hard to sit there and wait and wait and wait.
Sure.
You know, go a whole day and nobody comes on the lot. Not for directions, not for anything. Nobody comes on the lot. And the other day we had more salesmen, you know, come on lot trying to, you know, buy our line or buy this line, or we're selling this, we're selling that. You know, we have more salesmen, and that's when we know times are tough, when the salesmen ring our doors more than the customers
Just give me the
do.
husband
Yeah.
with it, it might be a good deal.
Yeah.
Cabbage patch.
You could put,
just cut them over the
good.
corner.
on your sign, all their homes, just put free coffee. That might get a few in.
Well, all they bring in is the buns, you know, free coffee. They don't wanna go look at
Wardrobe, you know.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you bring your credit out? Matthew could buy one, we could buy the other, and then after you get back, we could trade them
Repossession.
back.
Yeah, well, we've already talked about it. If we get down the wire and we haven't sold them, we'll just buy them, you know, for stocked anyway. You know, just go ahead and order them,
Yeah.
you know. But I think we'll make it.
sell them. We'll make it.
Well,
That would
we
be
close on the VA
something.
land, we could buy a couple, put up on the VA land, so, okay.
Mm-hmm. We can work something out.
Then ship in and resell them.
But you know, Kay's parents been in the business 3 years and never won a trip, and here we are, first 4 months, and we won one.
It's
That's
great.
good. That's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
Like I say, I'd rather go to Colorado or Hawaii or Alaska or somewhere normal.
Where they speak English.
There'll be plenty of people speaking English in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they know how to count money.
I'd say this, beggars can't be
$60?
choosers. I'm thrilled to death. Way to go.
Well, you know,
You
that
ought to
way
go.
we the thing about it, you can spend your money and go where you want, but you would never go to the French Riviera, so, you know, especially if someone else is paying for it,
Yeah.
go somewhere that you'd never even.
Or, you know,
Who
that
knows,
could
we
be an
might enjoy
argument to cash it in and get the money and go somewhere you
wanna
you
go,
would go.
yeah.
You know?
I couldn't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Can you?
Because they said a lot of times other dealers that win the trip, you know, they'll want to take the sales manager and his wife or so and so and so and so, you know, and he said every year, you know, if you don't want the trip, you know, just tell me and I can get it sold for you, you know, to another dealer somewhere. So we could cash it in, and that's what I'm thinking about.
What would the cash equivalent be?
He didn't
you
say,
know?
you know, just,
Well, just take that cash and make
When
sure that
can you
you go, use it to go somewhere that y'all really wanna go.
It's a dealer incentive from the factory,
Champion
from Champion.
from Wills Point and Honey Grove and Commerce plants. You have to sell 240,000 between September, the beginning, November 1st and February, the end of February.
Is that their slow time? Is that,
Yeah,
so,
exactly. You know, it's supposed to spurt on during the winter, you know. And the last time I counted, we were 209,000. So, you know, we're about the equivalent of 2 houses away from making that. And, you know, we still got all of January and all of February.
Wow.
And right now, those are our hottest houses selling, you know. So I think we'll make it.
209,000 square feet.
Her
of
coat is
house.
back on Jared's bed.
I think we'll brave the cold for some.
it's on a certain model. Or is it just anything from those factories?
Where you
Anything
going?
from those factories.
Go
Or
ahead.
each factory can make a different brand?
It's in the back.
Honeybrooks, double wides, and what are you looking for?
The
The
car.
car, oh, okay.
The car got stolen already.
Great, great.
So y'all never come to my house again.
If the car got stolen, I would too.
Bring other
It's
cars.
insured, see, that cash wasn't insured now.
This is a bad place for batteries. We came to match one time and our battery didn't crank up the car.
Huh.
And
We
what-
got there fine.
it has not acted bad since.
Stayed in his house not very long when it
When
was
something
out.
happened to the truck one time.
Yeah, the transmission went out one time over here.
Yeah.
Richardson has not been very good.
That didn't cost much, about $400. At the same time, the water pump and transmission went out at the same time.
On a truck?
Mhm.
That had to be a jinx. I mean, something like that. Odds of it happening at the same time is so phenomenal.
The car it will only go one way, it would go backwards.
Oh, God. It's an emergency. We've got to go.
And would you believe he'd put it in reverse and he'd say, oh, it's gonna go. And I'd say, well, honey, and he'd back out and then it wouldn't go forward, so we'd both have to
They
get
got
out,
pushed.
push the truck. And then we'd go through the same dance. We'd back up and have to push it again.
To go back, you don't go forward.
Why don't we open presents?
Yeah, that's what everybody
Let me move this camera
I don't think Jared wants to.
And they don't.
No.
No.
Well, we'll just wait.
Jared, open your gift. Oh. You don't have to hit
Mr. and Mrs. Carrie Lee
That's true. If you want to open it, it might be alive.
to Ken and Marty.
It might be pornography too. Keep
Oh,
that.
How you
Come
gonna
on,
open
Marty.
things?
I'm not. I'm gonna watch y'all.
Trudy.
Oh, can we open the one from Great
To
Britain?
little Andrew.
It won't be alive, but it might be embarrassing.
That one
yeah,
will have
we've
to
got
wait.
other stuff that.
We're gonna have to let y'all shuttle her.
To
Get
Matthew
out when
Lee.
they come, I guess.
To Jared.
Right. Dude, sit down here.
I gave you one. There it is. Rip into it. Martha and Kenneth.
You gonna go hand
This
it
is Terry and Elaine.
Now you gonna open your present?
Yes, that
Oh,
Judy and Bill.
oh,
Linda.
Lindsay. Randall and Candace.
look at that.
Martha
What,
and
be little?
Huh?
Why do you seem so little?
Does it pump up?
I don't think so.
Wow. Saw some of those the other day.
There.
A radio, neat.
Lindsay. Uh-oh. To Jared. And Mother and Daddy all the same.
Make sure that.
You bet. Lindsay. Matthew. Kay and Mark. Another unmarked one. Does anyone know? I get it. It's no one playing.
It's Dad.
Oh, that's pretty.
Mark and Kay.
Oh.
That's from Pee Wee and Fruity.
Jared.
That's Pee Wee and Fruity, okay. Pee Wee and Fruity gave you that.
Another unmarked.
That's your mom and dad.
Okay.
That's the big one.
Oh, I think I know it. Probably.
Oh, yeah.
That's Grandmother and Granddaddy Lee gave you that.
Harry Jr.
I love the way Matthew wraps things.
What?
It's the best video.
Jamie, the robot.
Ah, okay, that's fun. I've already played it.
Here, here's some more.
You almost just spell your name.
No, she didn't.
Real another way.
Elaine.
I know this.
Yeah. Oh.
There, that's from
She
Morning
did it
Ken
just
and Jerry.
plain there.
Oh.
Jared?
Doggone.
Okay.
All right.
And it's got I got an additional set there.
Oh.
Rainbow Bright
Lindsay?
Coloring Book. That's from Marty and Kenny and Jerry. What's the text?
Lindsay?
The trivia pursuit and the adult trivia.
I already know all those answers. Lindsay? We gave one of those away. I read all of them.
Lindsay?
Who gave you
Yeah,
that?
I'll play that for you.
Jennifer?
Over there.
That's from Marty and Kenneth and Jerry.
We got the sound away.
Ashley?
Yes.
See who that's from.
Jeez. Ryan and Krista probably.
Yeah.
The Max
Fish
set.
Cartier.
Mark and Kay?
What do you think?
Kenneth?
That's great.
Jared?
You're now a stockholder in
That's
AT&T.
from Kenneth
Oh, really?
and Jerry.
What's that?
Stop. AT&T stop.
Carol.
Oh boy, little Cabbage Patch Kid.
Thank you.
Who is little Matthew?
Great.
Little Matthew was supposed to go last night, wasn't it?
Yes. I knew I should have done that.
I think I
Is there
saw.
one that says Little Matthew?
Yeah.
I was
Okay, we'll need to take
of
that.
Brown and Kathy. Yeah.
Mark and Kay?
Is it from? Let's look and see who that's from. Jeez.
That's just a little stop.
Marty? Then identify that one.
It's Kenneth. I didn't even notice that. It's great.
This is what those women can see. That's what the way it looks like.
James and Cindy. How about this? Kristen
About that.
and Ryan. Always next, aren't they? I think mine look exactly Marty too.
Thank you.
Sure.
That's good working. Thank you, Kenneth.
Dad?
Look at that.
Ryan.
Decorate our house like one of our model homes.
I like those
Little paper
bows or
clip.
whatever.
Thanks.
Can you use it?
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
I think about that. Check the little red one. I just thought about that. That might be the wrong dad.
Oh, yeah, that's the one we were looking at.
That's the wrong dad. Okay, here's two unidentified.
Like that, Lindsay?
I didn't see the picture of this today.
Yeah.
This, which one?
And I believe that other one.
Oh, right.
That was Martha's too.
This one. There we go.
And there's a big one back there that's one from Mark and Kay.
Oh, there's the one on top of it.
This is the box.
Not sure, sorry. I'll let you open it.
How about these two? Mark? You have to hold that one down. And, punch it again to,
It goes off.
Did it fade from black up?
uh-huh,
Does it have a little green light going?
uh-huh. Uh-oh.
You can walk around.
You got it working, Lindsay?
I got this one right here. Wow. You want me to?
Radio.
You want me to take pictures?
Yeah, describe how it works. Alright.
It'll look like it's on, it'll look like it's taking 12.
But the light is not on, which, you took one though, well, this did say 12.
Right.
You took
That's
one.
it.
Now
Alright.
you think you had it.
Right.
You unwind it. You do it manually.
Can I
You
erase
should
them?
be able to push it and stop, but it doesn't even stop. I think it's finished. Yeah.
Okay, get rid of them now. That is neat. And what are we playing with, Kay? He's zooming.
Then you sign it drinking.
You've been doing that.
By the stove.
Now, yeah, tomorrow, when I finish a roll of film,
Well, it's hard to
put it in
watch.
here. And let's say I forget if I've done that roll.
I can tell you how to tell.
Tell me how to count.
See how this has got a leader on it? This one still can be shot. Whenever it gets
Oh.
rewound, that gets rolled up in there.
Okay,
So there's no way you could get it mixed up.
all right, so this one I can use now.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Are you setting this thing on here? Yeah, okay, on 1,000.
yeah. Yeah, and the salesman.
Whenever you move too fast for it, it just loses it, doesn't it?
Yeah, the focus. That's why I don't mind autofocus. I keep it on
So I was
manual
just
focus.
turning.
Oh, is that what does that?
Oh, I might some other time.
What does that look like in the real image?
You can see it.
And so then, when I'm pointing at it, it's just something else. And so
What's
it's
it? It's changing the colors around, isn't it? I didn't.
Yeah, I can see it. This is really sharp.
Lindsay, you're dropping things off of it.
Oh, you missed it.
There she is.
Do it again.
Lindsay, look up.
Smile, sweetheart. Look at your TV. Look at your picture.
Look, it's zooming out now. Look, you can see what you're doing now.
Yeah, look at that.
Isn't that neat? Yeah, as I was walking around with it, I was noticing all those telltale moves that you see the cameraman on TV not make or try not to make, you know. That is something else.
You don't like to be TV.
Kenneth, the thing that was
Yeah, I remember.
Across
Yeah,
the
it's like
room,
those
there's
bikes.
a gate or whatever.
Right angle bike.
Are we live?
It's just like
Halloween or anything.
We went out
Send a copy to the IRS.
and I still haven't got one yet. My neck, I got thrown to the ground so many times, and I've been sore.
You're doing something every time when you sell the
Not
house,
football, I
or when you pay.
but some sport.
You mean like that $2,000 CD? Whenever,
Yeah.
you know, of course, it gets sent to the bank pays the manufacturer. But whenever the manufacturer gets paid, then they'll turn around
or is
Issue
there a place to
It's
ice
not,
skate?
Or,
no,
it's not
no,
CD.
Like the ice skate?
Zero coupon.
No, I do like the ice skate.
Why don't you go with the land next time you go to New Jersey?
You know, anybody can order a house,
Okay,
Yeah, but actually, it's
Paying for it.
you know.
Mother,
I'll take pictures.
Mother Bill went to.
They get a lot of houses like that, you know, the dealers
Delaware
will order
to
and
visit some friends.
they'll
who
call
are
back and say,
Did
well,
I
we
tell you
changed your
about
mind, or,
that? They went
you know,
to
whatever.
New York City and drove a '57 Chevy down through New York City
Really?
with the top down.
Really?
And
Yeah.
they
Are
went
they
to
all
Atlantic
floor plans?
City and
Oh, yeah.
say
Well,
Hey,
my used
Boston.
houses that I get in trade, I don't
They
floor
also
them
went
until
through
I
North
just cash
Carolina
flow, I
and
have to,
went to
you know.
Florida,
I've got two of them,
Orlando,
a third one
Florida.
from them that I
They
don't
just had a
floor plan,
ball
but, you know,
all over the place.
money gets
on
short, I'll go
there.
down to floor plan one, and get the money, you know, but
yeah, we
all
don't
the
even
doing
ever
through
go
that
all those
is
places. Just go
important
into
there.
Trudy's and
But it's
go
not
up to New York
the
City.
factory
We have some friends up to this.
No, but a lot of the
They live
factories
in
like
New York all
Fleetwood
their
has
lives.
a,
Sometimes they take them
what
to
they
a
call participation.
of New York City at
And
night.
then, like, if I go to my local bank, I'm two above prime on floor plan.
Chinatown, all the places where you read
Fleetwood
about.
through ITT, and it's here in Richardson somewhere,
I know.
it's two
I
below
told Mark
prime.
if we do go get
Well, I
the
have
freshman
no
year, I
interest
think
for
that
the
what we'll
first
do
5
is fly
months.
out of Houston or
So if I,
Dallas
you know, get it in
and go to
stock,
New
and I
York
sell it
City and
4
then
months
catch
and
another
15
flight to
days,
France from
I don't know
there.
anything. You know, you know, they call it
and
the
if
winter
we do-
storage
Where's floor
program.
planning? I'm
I
not sure
hope
what
that
that's
there's a
from.
little bit of
It
layover
just-
and
You get to
yes.
sit on your lot till you sell it.
Right, I pay interest on it, you know, but
it's
that's
kind
it.
of hard to when
I
on
don't
a
make
charter
Basically,
type
you've
of
already
thing like
bought
that,
it,
'cause
or
there'll be a
are in
lot
the
of
process
mobile home dealers
of
and
buying
everything.
it.
Right, they floor plan it, you know, in, and then, you know, you have
I like
to
to travel, I
curtail,
don't care
you
if
have
it's
to pay
to
10%.
the next town.
Curtailment every
I
so
like
many,
to go
like
places.
with my bank,
Trudy's
every 90
husband-
days, I gotta reduce
Trudy
the note
enjoys-
10%. So if
I
it's a
thought
$30,000
you
mobile
enjoyed New
home, I gotta
York,
go
but
down
not
and
all that
pay
like
3,000 every 90
He works
days
in New
and
York.
reduce
He
the
knows
note.
the place like the back of his
Yeah.
hand.
And I don't
And
like
that's
that, that is
what
a cash
makes
flow
it fun.
killer.
It
Bad.
was someone who knows how to
Bad.
get around, like when we were in
That's
Florida.
an
know, not-
incentive though.
Oh yeah, that's what they tell me.
What do you
Oh,
wanna
it's a
see?
good incentive.
Did
to
y'all
sell it.
always
Yeah,
try to
that's
see how
But
we
what
have
have you done?
You gotta pay
Right.
tax, you know,
Last
some of
time
those
we
higher
did,
prices.
Yeah,
Seven,
that's
6
true.
meters.
You know, you look
We
at
got
$10
into
a
New York
day,
and I
you know,
called.
$300 a month.
I had written
Got 'em on.
maybe a month or so earlier and said,
But
"What
in
things to go to
Champion,
New York?"
for the first 2 months,
But I
it's
didn't
5 below
exactly
prime.
So she
you know,
wasn't able to
And then it goes to 2 below prime, and after a year it goes to 2 above prime.
No.
I've, in Kaysdale was real big with the local floor
And she
planners,
had
you know, but,
meetings lined up, even lunch.
I have no leads, I still wanna keep it,
And that's
I
why I
mean,
was
I
thinking,
like doing business locally, and I still do, but if I
The
can
Peach
get
Place is
participation
like
out of
one
town,
block
I
off
do
the
it.
road.
Take a lot.
You know, 'cause
One
I'm
second,
going
one.
on compared to 2 above
Right in the
prime.
middle
Yeah.
of it.
It
Now, this
adds
is
up.
where Pete
You can
works.
say
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
His
lives,
father owns the
they
big
live
store.
out, they live out in Marsh
That's
Place.
right there.
And he drives in every day.
You already lost. You
Well,
mean
where he works, he's really the sleaze part of
You know,
town.
right now,
You know, he
Champion's
walks
got
kind of
stuff
fast.
on it.
You
It's
don't- Briefly,
almost
you don't look too close, you just walk right over
They're
there.
bottom of the line, though.
You hide your jewelry.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I didn't
We
pay a
have
bill
time,
for
we
it.
sell
Like 2 days I went with Pete.
Yeah.
That's with the
He was gonna work, I was gonna walk to see.
Yeah.
I didn't take a bill for it. I just took some coin and some bills in my pocket. Some of that, don't get too
We
much.
can get it even lower.
Just walk around.
Is it 2 bed?
Three.
Three.
3 bedroom, 2 bath, got 12.
But I still wouldn't want to do it.
Yeah, the bedroom's not real
I wouldn't
big,
do
but
that.
it's got 3 walk-in closets, you know.
There's a
Trudy,
lot
Like
of
that's
history in that
1,232
city.
square.
Time Trudy and Elaine and I went,
Well, what this
what
one?
Pete was, they just walked around, it was no problem.
No, we
I
never
don't
had.
think this is the.
Oh, what, the first time we went out.
You know, that's not a huge, you know, it's a good sign for the farmer.
From
Yeah,
there
that's
to
a
going into
fireplace,
New
a
York.
dishwasher, I mean,
And
everything.
they
You can
had
do.
us terrified. And I was kind of scared to begin with, because it's been years since I was there. So we
No, because you
packed
can-
our billfold, I
Is
packed
that
my purse,
Plus installation?
everything went
That's
to
including,
suitcase.
but that's not air,
Except some
but that
dollars.
is in stock.
Doesn't include the air.
Cares
The
nothing.
air.
So
1,400.
scared, and we got to New York City and we took a cab to Barbara's.
Put a 3.5 or 4.
And we had
Yeah.
2 nights and 3 days with Barbara, and she showed us all around everywhere.
Little subway.
You know, whenever we had
Whenever
on air, we would
across
come
to us,
1,700. you know,
Said a
yeah.
word, and,
Right.
you know, and we would walk, we
Well,
hardly
you know,
ever
I mean, they could end up with a
we
house
walked
and some
those
property.
places.
Under 40, maybe 30.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's go, and we just didn't worry about, because everything's open, almost all
Did you parks are never closed. Never
Yeah.
closed.
It's terrific.
Okay.
And then from there we went on over to Trudy's and then,
how long it took
I
somebody to
guess we
print
went
that
to
in.
the once. Yeah, that was.
That was some year
Oh,
ago.
That was- We were in the first row.
My
First
goodness, how
row,
did y'all do
okay?
that?
I don't know, I mean, it just kinda happened,
Maybe
they
they
opened the
changed my
gates
rules.
and
You ever talk to him about all that
people have
advertising
the tickets,
stuff?
but
No, well,
it
that we
wasn't
talked to him
selecting your
about,
seats.
Right up there to the girl. Kick
So
the
you
girl.
go-
yeah,
so you
yeah.
go-
Oh my goodness.
And they, at some point, they kept doing.
I've got some of
There's synchrony, just a lot of them.
some of the stuff that we do,
Because there's a lot of them.
and
Yeah,
give you copies of
They
it,
were
just so you
just so
kind
good that
know
everybody started
of what they look
applauding
for.
and standing up for it.
What
We
are you
started
doing with
standing
that
up
now?
and said,
Have
get
you
down
done
there,
anything?
and that's,
He called
I
me the
mean,
other day
this
and I
is
told
right
him,
there.
Close we
I
were,
want to
yeah.
talk to you
My
about it.
goodness.
It was wonderful, and I could look
And
at
when
the
you said
girls
something
and
about not
they
signing
were
the contract,
down
well, that's
there.
pretty much what it
So what
meant.
you mean, not you?
And before I said anything to him
Well,
about
that's
that,
same
Let's
thing
try
happened
this out.
well, listen,
when
we just like
me
did
and my
it.
friend Mindy
You know,
went
why
to
don't we
Las
just say
Vegas.
15%?
We were on the front
And,
row
piece out,
of
and
one
we'll
of
just charge
those
you piece by
shows
piece,
that
how
we
many
went
volumes
to.
that we do.
And I
You know,
guess the
and
grand,
50% of actual
grand.
media costs.
And they were just, I mean, just right there, they swing their leg and right over our heads, you know? It
Tell us a little bit, Larry,
When
first day I
they-
went down there
You know, I'd look at their face.
So anyway, they
And
come in.
every once in a while,
Oh,
they
yeah,
would
yeah.
smile real big.
Yeah.
And I was
You know, I
there like
mentioned to
this,
him
you know,
about
hey,
poor
you're
quality
great,
on
but
this.
look
We're
at
in the
this.
process of putting one together right
Excited,
now.
it's been like
Right.
almost 30 years, I guess, since I had seen them.
Yeah, and where it's gonna go is
And it's just
That's how it happened.
so superior to anything
You know,
else you see, and you
look,
can't
just like I
tell.
said on the phone, the
You
thing,
can tell, but it's just
the
not
thing for you to do is
the
just
same.
become
And when you're
knowledgeable
there,
about what's
Oh, yeah,
going
there's
on,
the excitement of being
and
there.
what their charges are gonna be to you,
I was so thrilled.
and
for
then
them to
take a
see
look
it.
at that and
They
see
enjoyed it.
what you really need and
I
what
had
you
no
don't
idea.
need.
I had never,
So if you got
like I was born and raised in a cotton factory.
Kay or
The
somebody else
cabbage
that
patch.
you can deal with the
Find it,
media
run little space.
effectively,
Well,
maybe you
I,
pay them
That bother
50%
died.
more. But that
Whenever we get
50%
back home,
might not be.
yeah.
You've already
So it might be well worth it to pay
I don't want to
50%.
live there, but I
It's
like.
just on that, we have a client in Lubbock that they handle all their own
So
media.
exciting. So
And they have a girl that works
so
there,
easy.
that's
You
a,
know?
she does other things, but that's her
And I know
deal.
how
She's
good it is.
knowledgeable about it,
Right.
and she's been doing it for a year or two, and she's real good at
We
it,
drove
and there's no
past the
problem.
plaza and
But if they, if
real-
you
you know,
just go
yeah,
individual,
silver
say
rain.
yourself,
And we've talked
by yourself, I don't think it'd be worth your time, because you're,
check in, one of
I mean,
those.
I don't think it's as fun.
your business needs to be running your business.
And it moves fast as far as the hard thing that
You
game.
don't have time to do what you do best.
Yeah, you get over there and you don't hit the button at the right time, goes boom.
But then that's what I'm saying, at the same time, if you have someone else who can do
If I
that,
ever limo for
then
the day,
it
I
may
said,
very well be
hey,
worth
come
it to have
on,
them
I'm
dealing
just trying to
with
figure
it.
out how to
I
afford
don't
to
think your
spend
time
the
is worth it.
night, you know?
I think the 50%
Well,
is
I was
worth
talking
it.
to my cousin, he's been over,
If it's,
he's
if
been
it's
all
up
over,
to you to, I really do.
abroad, you know, back in there, he was working in Saudi
Because,
Arabia.
so your
And he was
business
telling me that
is the mobile
in,
homes. like they're advertising.
France.
That's
Yeah.
Jerry, would you get
What?
Yeah. French Riviera,
Sure.
there's the city of Nice, and I think that he said
Let me get some
San
stuff.
Tropez.
Short San Tropez.
How do you spell that?
T-R-O-P-A-Z.
AZ. Yeah, I wasn't sure. And some other city too, that, you know, was all, Mesa, was all right there on that coastline, I guess you could say.
And you have to know if I'm going.
No.
Now, I imagine this big chateau, you know, that's it.
One place, yeah.
And he said, no, it's all around the Mediterranean.
Right.
France.
South of France, is
Yeah.
what it is?
Have you seen
I've
this
looked-
commercial where James Coburn is riding on this airplane and this little old lady?
Yeah.
Well, you know, she's saying things like,
Yeah.
who do you think you are so great? You know, you take
Oh,
your
yeah.
car, you travel around the south of France. I take my car and I can buy all this knitting stuff or whatever. Well, that's what he's going to the south of France with the Riviera.
I was really excited.
Who's on the phone? Daddy, open it.
Whoever it is, oh, I thought they were still looking out.
It was Andy.
I brought you a picture. Get it.
Go what?
I think it's still in the
That was
car.
one of my friends. Don't have to go to
What are we doing here? We got a machine?
Play-Doh.
What does it do?
Hey, don't take my back, I'm gonna have a little grandkids over here.
They changed Play-Dohs and sugar kids.
Really?
Christmas Day here.
Machine now.
They have machines.
Am I still sit here?
Now you sit that up.
We're going to take this.
Okay.
This is all the ladies that broke on.
Okay.
And, the thing here,
First you gotta load this
you is the staff time. This is pretty normal staff time for,
Let's do
for
this.
Dallas agency that we,
Okay, you put
I
this
remember
one in
the,
there. Yeah, I know.
these are actual people, they're hired. We have a creative director. We don't have an art director, but there are things that the creative director does that fits under art direction, so we build out at a cheaper rate. At certain times. And we have a copyright account service, blah, 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 and this is me.
What are you making? Can you put some more in there?
And all the way down even to the secretary. Now,
What is illustration? Is that, where's the drawing?
that is, well, that is illustration. Now, we also charge mechanical art,
Here.
okay?
No, I don't think so.
Um,
You want to keep your colors separate.
here's some estimates and stuff.
Look, Daddy, look.
I got these for you because these are the kind of stuff that you'll be dealing with, little newspaper ads, black and white newspaper ads.
Like you did.
Look, Mama,
Alright.
look.
Oh, is that what it does? Ah.
Spaghetti.
Get another color.
Another
Oh,
color.
boy, I think eventually.
Yeah, you have
Oh,
to
there we
clean
go.
it.
Is that good?
Sounds like
Oh,
fun.
You
Here,
can learn
use
about
this one.
extruding with this.
So, this is an old one.
They make.
Here,
Did a little newspaper ad,
I'm getting
4.5 by
that.
6
Yeah, I'm
inches, which is 2 columns by 6 inches.
I'm asking you,
And
what I'm saying, if you want to.
so this was basically the creative direction. And, you know, we did,
I can
we call it illustration, we did $180, that was, well, we actually bid that out at 150, so we grossed that up to 180.
Daddy, look
So
at
we have
these.
1 hour here. This was done a long time ago, and these rates are not the same rates as those are.
Stop doing it.
But anytime you do a newspaper,
Oh,
ad, you're gonna have to,
Goodness.
first of all,
Sounds like something.
Grandma.
I brought some examples of what
I know,
we
look,
do
look
on
at all
advertisements and papers and
Just
stuff
learn
like that.
that.
you're gonna be paying
Yeah.
for
Apparently we
staff
didn't have all
time.
the red stuff.
Now, I don't know how they're gonna do it. That is, you got to get it worked out with them, whether they're billing you for staff time. The way we bill is staff time plus 15% on anything else. Okay?
Okay.
So we bill for the creative person to his hours of thinking and creating. We bill his hours for any illustration or any drawing he does. We bill
You're kidding.
for any
This is
actual,
like-
now what I'm saying,
It's a
artwork,
movie.
putting it together. Any
Yeah,
artwork
she
he
comes-
puts
she
together,
goes
any
to
mechanical artwork he
Well,
does.
wrapping presents. and
That's
I
billed
didn't
at
realize all that
$65
stuff was in
mechanical.
it.
Ah.
She come-
And that's actually
she was
pasting it
coming
down,
yesterday,
putting it
she
together,
said,
ruling it.
So he would say,
And the copyright for someone to sit and think and write the copy, the word.
I thought I was
Okay, so that's all the creative time that's billed.
And
All
she
that
said,
time we bill by the hour.
And this is all done individually, like what you got right here,
Exactly.
itemized, so to speak.
Exactly, we try and sit down and figure out how many hours it's gonna take to do the job.
This stuff can make something. Oh, it has two of these. I didn't see this one.
This who you're working for now?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Whenever you need to watch that.
Beer.
Whenever that happens, we need to grab the piece. There's a yellow piece in it somewhere. Oh, it's
How
still.
long of a program is
You
this?
see?
That, now that is just, now,
Almost as
read it,
strong.
that is just doing mechanical artwork and vlogs. That's what he does.
Those and use that for hair.
No media in that. None.
Well, now you can just wait
That
on
includes
screen
photography.
and get on.
And make a
What are you doing?
possum. Make a possum and then just put those
You know, there's
threads
some
of hair
talents
on
in the,
them.
for the photography, the film process for photography, actual paying for a photographer. All that, we don't have these people on staff.
You don't?
No,
You don't
we're-
have photographer on staff?
I'm just
Because,
looking at
is there not enough work to keep one on
Oh,
staff?
we always
Do this one next.
hire a photographer as you need.
It wouldn't be better to have one in-house? Huh.
You never do enough. I mean, even the huge agencies wouldn't have enough
Let's do
business.
it white.
Like a skeleton.
Even the, huge ones. So all that, anything that you see here that we do,
Should they?
photography, film to do the photography, the talent for the people to be in it.
Now, what about retouching?
Retouching, you take a picture, you take a picture of Lindsay and Jared there, and you got a Play-Doh logo showing down the bottom. You didn't see that when you set the thing up. So when you print it, you cannot have the Play-Doh logo in.
Without asking Play-Doh.
Right, so you go in and take out the Play-Doh, or, you shoot.
Well, to me, that'd almost be a mistake of somebody's in the beginning.
But it's too
I'm
late.
sure there's instances though that,
You have this here, and you're